Life 2 years later, 2008. So young is good, right? And then here it is. But he managed to do it. He managed to get that at Eagle rank. So Alex served in many leadership roles, including assistant senior patrol leader, senior patrol leader, quartermaster, and a bunch of other stuff. He's participated in numerous service projects, which culminated in his Eagle Service Project. There's a few pictures of there you guys remember. The project consisted of making 4 recycling bins for the Hmong American Alliance Church, and incorporated Boy Scout teachings of time management, communication, and leadership skills. Alex, you are to be congratulated for reaching the highest peak of the scouting trail. Before we present your award, we'll hear from several people who have accompanied you along the way. And I'm hoping that they know that. Right? Brett, you're the first.
So there you go. That was, of course, Alex Klein's dad, Mike Klein, who was talking a little bit about all the things that Alex had to go through in order to get his Eagle Scout. And it really, his Eagle Scout honor, and it really is quite an honor, and it's a long road before you get there. We have time for a couple more. I guess here's a lady who spoke very highly of Alex because she had helped him in quite a few of his endeavors. Let's hear from this.
Scout meetings oftentimes meant I would leave Jason and Kevin to finish eating dinner, and I would go get Alex and we'd circle back and pick up the other boys. I enjoyed that little car time with Alex, and I'm sure he enjoyed it as well. You know, riding with your friend's mom alone because your friend isn't there. Now that's really living Scout law, bravery. But Alex was a good sport about it. He humored me by politely answering my questions and sharing information with me. And there it is again, the Scout law, being courteous and kind. Among teenagers. And I learned that he knows a lot about a lot of things. Cooking, fixing cars, money. He has an awareness of needs versus wants and how you have to save and budget for both of them. He knows about friendship and sometimes the choices you make when you have to help out friends even though you'd rather them to do something else. He has a respect for parents, teachers, scout leaders, authority in general. And even when he doesn't always agree with them, he shows respect for their position. And yet I learned he has respect for himself enough to not be afraid to share his own opinions of the situation. Alex has great insight and an awareness of things, a maturity I really admire. He has a sometimes unique perspective on things, but I enjoyed both sharing with and learning from Alex. And no matter what our topic of conversation was for that short car ride, whether it was trivial stuff or sometimes solving a world problem, it was evident that Alex really does live the Scout law in his everyday life. Alex is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, and kind. Alex is obedient. Right, Mike and Diane? Alex is cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And he is truly a wonderful addition to the prestigious rank of Eagle Scouts.
Okay, and then we have only about 4 minutes left, and so we have a couple of other ones that I just wanted to share with you as well. Because there were a few comments that, of course, well, Alex's mom had to make while he about him, of course, achieving this great honor.
Got your email about your
so we'll.
You know, I was asked to say a few words today, and I had to think, but what will I say? I asked Alex, I says, well, do I talk about you? Do I talk about scouting, or do I talk about world peace? He said, well, maybe the first two would be good. It's probably not enough time to talk about world peace, or something like that. Yeah. But one of the things I think that I really want to share in my looking back about Alex is that, first of all, it's seldom that a mother finds her in the position, self in the position of having two sons who are Eagle Scouts. How he can come to make a decision, that he's not flustered, that he has a can-do attitude, he has an upbeat attitude, and no matter what it is that's facing him, he can figure out a way to wiggle out of it. And that is a really good skill to have. I'll give you a couple of good examples. And these aren't bad things. These are really good things. I'm thinking back a couple campaigns ago. Obviously, I've run in a few elections, a few campaigns. Alex has been there helping out on and off. But a couple campaigns ago, Kevin Berglund was out doing some handing out literature, and there was an evil dog in one of those yards, and that dog went and ripped a big huge gaping hole in Kevin's wrist, I think it was.
You could see the vein.
Yeah, and Kevin made it home. And Alex says, and we're like, oh my God, we're gonna have to go to the emergency room. We're gonna have to do something. Alex says, no, stop. I'm a Boy Scout. And I said, indeed you are. What do you suggest we do? He says, well, don't faint. Elevate it, squeeze it together, and I'm going to go get the super glue.
I did.
And you know what? It worked perfectly. We didn't have to go to the hospital or the doctor. Alex took care of it, and nobody fainted. And we were just lucky we knew where the super glue was.
And of course, there was many other stories that people told about Alex and his skills, and celebrating together as a Scout community this achievement. And there were a lot of other young Scouts that were there, and I think they were inspired that they too one day will be Eagle Scouts. And this is such an important thing, not only for Alex, but for our community to have a lot of young people in our community who are civic-minded, who are engaged in their community, who understand what it means to be reaching out and being there for others. And so with that, I want to just thank you, all of you, for watching this program of our program on this Wednesday, Off the Record News. And tune in again next week, where we'll be talking about, again, something new, something different. Oh, and for those of you in the Roseville viewing area, vote for Tam McGehee, November 2nd. Those of you in the Maplewood viewing area, they're having another meeting about the trash hauling issue, November 15th. Mark your calendars. So thanks for tuning in. Good night.
This is the same city manager and the same law firm that the mayor is praising that put a total restraining order.
Now let me see if I got the facts.